And we'll see if Dave's video ever decides to work. So, welcome to the CouncilCast. This is episode 112, being recorded on March 10th, 2020. The council is now in session.
Echoing.
And as with every week, we will make arbitrary decisions about topics on science, technology, and random shit with little background and next to no expertise.
Do you have headphones, Dave?
All CouncilCast members
Dave
listen with
muted
headphones.
And
all the decisions are final and have no bearing on anything whatsoever. So, welcome. We've got our special guest, Dave, this evening.
Mystery Dave.
Mystery Dave. Joining us from an undisclosed location.
Yeah, Beyonce couldn't make it, so we had to.
We chose Mystery Dave.
We picked our second runner up, so we had Dave coming. So anyway, we'll start off this evening with some topics about science and how many people enjoyed basically losing an hour of sleep this weekend with daylight savings time.
Ooh, no one.
Who enjoyed having a day with an hour less of Trump in it?
Trumpets?
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Do.
What? Who was I talking to? Somebody said, Matt, was this you? Who said?
Literally everyone made this joke.
Oh, okay.
Literally
Yeah, I was gonna say
everyone.
you said it to me. I heard it from you, but you had
stole
read it off of something else. Where it was like, that was Women's Day.
It was International Women's Day, and of course we gave women 23 hours instead of a full day. That was the joke.
Yeah, I did hear that. Well, apparently, if you wanted a longer day, days are in fact getting longer because apparently the Earth used to actually have 30 minutes shorter days back in ancient times.
Really?
Like all the way back when the Earth was about 70 million years ago.
70 million
like
years
yesterday.
and 30 minutes.
Yes.
Does it say the reason? Like, do we have to wait another 70 million and then we'll be at like a 25-hour day?
Possibly. They are so basically they're saying that the Earth is in fact slowing down, just very, very slowly.
Oh, like
Wait, haven't we seen this movie before?
No.
Isn't that like the core?
Kinda. That's more like the core is stop functioning, stop spinning, so no magnetic field, I guess? Wasn't that the premise of the core?
I think so, but the Earth was still spinning, wasn't it?
So it was a very highly scientific movie
which
after
came out
all.
first, the core or Sunshine? The core came out in 2003. I'm gonna go with the core. Sunshine.
Eric said, "OMG, what did I miss?"
Just like only the best content we've ever produced. Now you'll never see it.
You'll just have to listen to the
You
recorded.
just have to watch it back later after it's over.
Oh, that's how that works? I don't know how any of this works. Where the hell is Brian?
Not coming tonight.
He forgot to set his clock forward.
He must have.
He's missing it. He still thinks it's 7.
He's gonna show up at the end, look like an idiot.
Oh, jeez, guys, I didn't know.
So yeah, apparently 70 million years ago, scientists are saying that we did spin apparently half a hour faster. So eventually, I guess maybe in 70 million more years, we will have a 23-hour day.
Let's hope.
All right, well, wake me up when that's coming around.
Actually, I've always wanted longer days, so that I could
that's what this
sleep
will do.
I feel like I need to be doing 18-hour days anyway. So I would just prefer to have my 18-hour day plus 18 hours of sleeping. Doesn't work that way.
I mean, this could work kind of like that. So they are saying this is what I found interesting out of this article is that it's slowing down because of the moon.
Really? What did the moon do?
So I guess the moon's gravity is actually slowing down the rotation of the Earth, which
What a
I
dick.
guess like from tides, I guess I kind of get that. So
So
yeah,
the moon is doing tides, the Tide Pod challenge.
the moon is throwing tide pods at the Earth, trying to get it to
I
slow
don't know,
down
man. Like
or speed up.
daylight saving sucks, and the tides don't interest me. I'm gonna thumbs down this.
I give it a thumbs up because I like seeing how the Earth spins.
Hmm. Dave gives it a rousing thumbnail.
Yep, thumbnail. But is the thumbnail pointed up or down? That's the real question.
Franzia. Is that a type? Wait, does your thumbnail say Franzia? Just like the wine?
Somebody needs some learn some reading comprehension.
I just can't see it. It's fuzzy.
What is Matt? Do you give this a rating at all? You don't
That's thumbs up, I guess.
Thumbs up for space.
care. All right. Well,
That's a stretch.
I mean it's
The moon.
the
Talk
moon's
about
in
it.
space. Kind of about space. Well, anyway, what if instead of basically relying on the Earth slowing down, you had to deal with concrete that bent underfoot? Would that be an improvement for speeding us up back up again?
I mean, if it like recoiled, so you like it's more like AstroTurf. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah, I'd be down to climb with that.
You'd be okay with
Your
that?
car could bounce just like in Mario Kart.
Yeah, just as you're going down the road, you just go bloop, bloop, bloop.
You jump over a
You
banana
jump another
peel and you
car.
don't spin out.
That would work. Well, apparently there's these guys who at the Swinburne University of Technology has apparently developed some bendable concrete that apparently is basically an improvement over existing concrete
Yeah.
because it not only can bend and flex without breaking, but it also is apparently more environmentally friendly to produce. Because of the material that is used to make it up. So these guys have this idea. If you live in a place where there's a fault line like California or a bunch of other places outside of the U.S., they have all of these really stringent requirements about how you have to anchor your house to the foundation or something like that
Yeah.
because it's all going to fall over. And these guys apparently think that this cement could actually help withstand some of those shakes so you don't have to do or worry so much about something falling down.
Well, it definitely helps. I mean, think about how much our roads crack right now in the Midwest because of extreme temperature change, and the crap we have to put on it because of extreme temperature change and ice on the roads and all that stuff. I wonder if this would help alleviate that and make roads last longer.
It's a good idea. I mean, I think that it kind of would because they talk about it's almost kind of like a composite, like fiberglass or something like that, where it can kind of they talk about being able to withstand multiple breaks and fractures without totally breaking apart. So if you get a little crack in the road, this would still not like you wouldn't end up with a huge missing chunk. Maybe it'll help eliminate potholes or something like that.
That'd be awesome. How much does it cost to produce, though?
So they don't talk about cost in terms of money, but they do say that that it requires 36% less energy to make than conventional bendable concrete. So I guess there is some other conventional bendable concrete, but apparently the process also they say emits 76% less carbon dioxide. So, I mean, I can't imagine that it's cheaper. I would guess it's probably not cheaper than your standard concrete, but cheaper when you need it, I guess.
Thumbs up. I like it.
Anything with less potholes, thumbs up.
Oh, Matt's not sold.
I'm not. I'm with this first commenter who says, "Isn't concrete supposed to be rigid?" Like, how is this shit gonna work when there's, you know, 1,000,000 pounds pushing down? I mean, obviously the load doesn't get distributed right on that one piece of concrete, but like at a large building, like what's it gonna do?
It's
Hmm.
it's a good question. I'm
Deform like cork?
maybe. I mean, I guess it could. You know, you sit in stadiums with like balconies, and you can see people jumping on them, and you see like this whole structure moving. I mean, maybe it would allow that to happen without falling apart better. They don't talk about it losing strength though. They're just saying it's
It
going to
actually
allow
says
for
here, the more
flexure.
you push on it, the stronger it gets, the harder it gets.
What is it, a non-Newtonian?
Well, I think the way that they talk about it is it's actually. I think it's more like fiberglass. They talk about putting polymer fibers inside of the concrete,
Mm.
so the fibers actually probably hold it together, which is why they can withstand some cracking.
Well, I'm sure they know what they're doing. Thumbs up.
I say thumbs up, but I think you should probably test it in a house before I want to live in it. But you know, if you did want to buy a house,
Yes.
you could either buy a house. If you had $360,000, you could buy a house, or you could buy the Nintendo PlayStation.
I saw this earlier this week, and I thought I need to send this in to CouncilCast, and then I didn't. So I'm glad you did it for us.
I was completely unaware this was a thing.
So
It popped up, and I was like, "This is absolutely ridiculous."
So you don't know the story of how the PlayStation came to be?
Tell us.
No, why would I know that?
Nintendo and PlayStation were collaborating on the next console. The Sony wanted to go with a disc-based, but Nintendo
Oh,
was
yes.
all about the cartridge, and almost all the way through production, Nintendo basically said, "Fuck you, Sony, and we're making our own console. You can go screw off." And then Sony had an entire console division, like, fine, we'll just make our own. And they put out the competing PlayStation, which absolutely destroyed it. So, and now Nintendo is like the secondary console in the
Jesus.
hardcore market.
This came to this dude's possession because he won it in a bankruptcy auction for $75. He didn't know what it was, and then his son had to use Reddit to figure out what they had.
yeah,
Oh my god. He said in December
That's amazing.
someone offered 1.2 million to buy it.
yep.
You can play it
Why?
too. Look, they have a picture of them just like sitting there with it on.
Why did they not sell at 1.2 million?
It's a great question.
Because at auction they knew they were going to get 360,000, and that's a way cooler number.
Classic.
So I saw an article earlier about who actually won it.
Okay.
It was the founder of Pets.com and Toys.com.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yep, he's apparently an avid collector of like old gaming stuff.
Uh,
And he said it's the single most expensive thing I've ever bought outside of a house.
Speaking of domains, did you know that
It's easy to get a domain with domain.com. Today's sponsor of this podcast.
This is going to be a far cry from fucking advertisement, but I guess even talking about it is only to help them. Did you know that there is a top level domain called .sucks?
No.
Was not aware of that.
There's a top level domain called .sucks, and let me describe their business practice to you, and you can tell me what you think it sounds like. So if you go and you want to buy like Silas.sucks, it will cost you $200 to buy the domain and run like a forum where people can talk about how much Silas sucks. And if you want to prevent people from buying that domain and using it, like it is like a one-click, the form is there for you. It's like their software, like it's just ready to go. if you want to make it so that nobody can buy Silas.sucks and just talk about how much you suck all the time, you have to pay $2,500 unless they're premium domains. Like Trump really sucks, I think is
Oh my
really
god.
it is a fucking racket. So do you know like it is just flat out extortion. Like and they pitch themselves as like a protect your brand all with a fucking smile, and it's like, go fuck yourself.
Wow.
So companies buy these out. So like, Walmart will buy Walmart.sucks because marketing teams are like, can't have anybody owning the .sucks domain of us, and they pay $2,500 a year for every single one of these. So the marketing teams and like companies will buy them for their the company name, like the executives, like John Doe
Oh my
sucks
god.
and Jane Doe sucks. It is flabbergasting, and I cannot believe like I lost so much respect for the fucking ICANN organization when I found out that this was a thing, because they just allow this fucking extortion to happen. Like,
Why did they even approve it?
because they're fucking morons. That's why ICANN sucks.
Because
And guess what? You can't buy
ICANN.sucks
it.
is not a website you can go to, by the way.
You can buy it though, and it costs so much money.
so ICANN, I would guess, probably got paid a bunch of money to
Yeah, no shit.
do that.
Because these people are fucking geniuses, and they figured out that they could just extort money out of people.
We should buy
www.
Yeah,
CouncilCast.
I can buy it, but it's gonna cost me $185,000.
Holy shit. We should
Blame
buy
sucks.
Silas.sucks is worth $2,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That.sucks. Oh.
I'm
Not
gonna buy. I should buy
Also-
CouncilCast and actually set it up
also-
for people to complain
No, no, no,
about
no, 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 no.
CouncilCast.
No. Even better.
Oh,
So if
CouncilCast
So
is
even
only
after
$200.
even after explaining all of that, you might be like, "Oh, no, it's not extortion." Let me explain their domain WhoisGuard to you. So like, when you buy a domain, you can check the box and you're like, nobody can figure out who I am without a court order, right? Like
Right.
that's basically
Yep.
the box. The cost for that increases per year. So, if you have a site that scales in popularity, like goes up, like it's going to cost you more to stay private.
Oh
They just
my
keep
God.
charging you more and more and more. It is ridiculous that this is even a thing.
I wonder how long before it gets shut down.
It
Apple
never.
sucks.
No, I was fucking beside myself when the dude at work was explaining this domain to me.
Apple.sucks is one of their examples, but it does not exist.
Yeah, but don't fucking because Apple
Oh my
probably owns
God.
it.
Well,
They
actually,
probably spend $2,500 a year.
That's actually
Which
what
is
they're
so
promoting,
stupid.
though. They're saying
Yes,
Apple knows that
that-
criticism is inevitable,
Yes,
and that
they
providing
pitch
their
it
users
exactly.
This is ridiculous.
They pitch it as a protect your brand story when the only
However-
reason you need to protect it is because you fuckers are selling domains.
However, when you go to Apple Sucks, you can get applesucks.net, .info, .site, .us, .dev, .space, .app, .life, .store, .biz, .tech. Applesucks.tech is $40 a year.
So here's my other problem, though.
Applesucks.design.
I don't have this on any of our CouncilCast topics, but with the ICANN, I'm assuming you saw that they're changing how they're releasing the caps on .com registrations.
Yes.
I haven't seen any of this.
So for whatever it's been for a couple of years or a number of years now, they limited the maximum price that you could charge to register a .com registration
Oh.
at like I don't know what it was, $20 a month or something, or $20 a year or something like that. And they basically are like, yeah, we're gonna get rid of that now, so now people can start ratcheting up their pricing on .com domains
Just to get more money.
just to get more money.
And you have to go through a registrar to get a domain.
Yep.
So you're basically allowing them to print free money. Like
And
the
didn't
person
they
could
also
say,
give
"Hey,
away
Apple, it's now $10,000 for your domain.
pretty
If you
much?
don't like it, too bad."
Fail.fail is not available.
I will hand it to these absolute fuckers. If you go to get.sucks, it takes you to the page where you can get one of the domains.
Yes. Anyway, I think that these guys obviously had something with this Nintendo PlayStation, and I'm sure they wish they would have taken the $1.2 million.
I was reading to see why they didn't. Some people are saying that the 1.2 million is kind of a iffy story.
I wouldn't
Like,
doubt it. I'm sure somebody was like, "I'd give you a million."
basically,
Probably.
It probably can play all PlayStation games. I bet you.
I don't think so.
They can probably play all the current PlayStation games.
Definitely.
It's a console. Does it have a disc system or is it just cartridge?
I guess it is just a cartridge. Maybe it plays all the Super Nintendo games. I don't know.
That'd be awesome. Thumbs up for them finding it. Thumbs up for it existing. Thumbs up for
Yeah, I give it a thumbs up too. I like it for just that it exists.
My thumbnail is pointed up.
dope.
Oh man, even Palmer Luckey of Oculus Rift fame took part in the bidding at one point. Thumbs up for sure.
I do want to know if there are any actual games for it, but I have no idea how you'd find
The
out.
Ars Technica article has a Street Fighter 2 Turbo cartridge in the console.
Hmm.
Looks like it's a Japanese version, so I don't know.
Interesting. Well, that's pretty cool, but what's shutting down after 21 years is SETI at Home. So I don't know if you guys did any of this stuff.
What was that?
Not shut down. They're on hold.
Until they find something.
Indefinitely.
Everybody move to folding at
left.
home.
So the way I understand it is that they basically were this is like distributed computing, right? So people who were, if you left your computer on during the day, you could donate your cycles to doing some research and evaluation for these guys. And from what I heard and what I've read is that these guys actually have enough data that it's going to take them too long to go through the data that's been generated, that they're like,
Wait,
yeah, we just don't need
really?
it anymore now. Yeah.
Jesus.
Sounds like they need to hire some college interns. Actually, they've done this for a while. What is it, Matt? You've I think mentioned the actual term, but I heard about it on NPR where they were using just regular people power to sort through information like this, and they've made
What?
it into a game-based situation. It's similar, like they've done mapping of like the ocean floor or something.
It's. I mean, I think I'm not sure if you just made that up, but
No.
it's not uncommon to like the Google stuff, like the Google captchas, like that you're training Google data sets to look for like signs or like pick out all the fire hydrants in this photo.
Yeah.
Like or pick all the photos with fire hydrants. Like you're training AI data sets with that.
So I heard about that, but I think it was like they were doing something similar to mapping the ocean floor, and they were looking for specific pieces.
Oh, I don't know anything about the ocean floor. That's in the opposite direction of what I care about, which is space.
It might have been outer space. I can't remember, but they were mapping something.
Unless
and
we're
they were
talking about
using
like
people-
Europa's ocean floor, then I care.
They were mapping Europa's ocean floor, and they said, you know what? We need more people power on this. Anyway, I wonder if that is a way that they could tackle data like this more quickly. But I also wonder if they're like, we're really worried that it's gonna, be a message from outer space. It's like death to all humans or whatever. Maybe they
The
won't
thing
do it.
that's surprising to me is that I didn't realize they weren't doing this analysis alongside of the data collection. So they're basically like, yeah, we've got enough data that there's basically no point in continuing to do it. We've got to go do, I don't know, after 21 years, go and figure out some analysis and come to a conclusion?
They've been doing the analysis alongside. They just have gotten so much because computers can process so much more now.
Well, we've talked about a couple of supercomputers on the show that could process most of this data in an afternoon. It sounds like, why don't they just hire one of those?
It's a good
Like
question.
I said,
Costs money.
everybody get your folding at home downloaded so you can help the COVID-19 fight.
Yeah, so if you are looking for something different to do, download Folding at Home and donate to something else, I guess.
You can also download fold.it. It's a game that's you manually fold proteins.
For real?
Also download
Yeah, for real.
fold.sucks.
Yeah, fold it sucks.
No, it's fold.it, not fold it. Fold.it.
Sucks.
So that's your opinion, man.
It's a web
Just
domain.
like your opinion.
It's like
Wow.
your opinion. Man.
You know, speaking of your opinions, is that apparently Google thinks that the Steam store says Epic Games Store sucks.
Really?
Apparently, apparently
No way.
if you do a Google search for stuff, it kind of gives you like a preview and a little bit of information about the site that you're searching for. And apparently, a couple of days ago or a couple weeks ago, there was a prank pulled where somebody basically was able to change what the Steam Store's description was, and it basically said, "Fuck Epic Games Store." If you did a Google search.
Wait, what?
If you did a Google search for Steam Store, the little description underneath the "Welcome to Steam" said, "Fuck Epic Games Store."
Wow.
Amazing.
One heck of a prank. I'm going to be thinking about that for the next 30 seconds.
Yeah,
Nope.
I'm not sure why somebody did this, but I guess they did it in conjunction with the Metro Exodus launch, so somebody must have been pretty pissed about the exclusivity that the Epic Games Store had. So,
people get real angry about stuff.
Thumbs up for somebody doing something weird.
No.
Yeah, thumbs up. Sure, why not?
Thumbnail down for being an idiot.
Well, maybe we can reduce the number of idiots that we have by using condoms, unless you live in the state of Utah, where they apparently deemed that free condoms had packaging that was too horny.
What?
And so they decided to get rid of them.
What does that even mean?
I can only imagine
the packaging was too horny. The packaging was ready to hop on the good foot and do the bad thing. Were they worried that the packaging was going to procreate? What does that mean? The packaging is too horny.
So apparently, the condom maker had stuff that apparently on its packaging said, "Enjoy your mountain, put your arch into it," and one that's for Salt Lake, Utah, that said SL, UT.
Well, that's accurate.
So apparently the condoms were being distributed as part of a campaign called "The H is for Human," which was intended to raise awareness about HIV. And the governor basically said of Salt Lake said that they have to stop distribution because it's too sexual.
Too sexual, sure, but too horny? What does that even mean? To play us off. What does that mean to play us off?
You can't be having those BYU students thinking about sex.
This is the most frustrating thing, that it is a campaign to stop the spread of HIV, and they're like, you know what? We think this might be too successful, is basically what it sounds like they're saying. Ugh.
Yeah. So apparently they had to stop handing out condoms to prevent HIV. So this seems like a total step backwards.
At Iowa State, they had in the student health center, you can go there's like a giant basket. Any time of day, you go up there and you get condoms.
Did they have horny
know.
packaging?
I know people who filled their backpacks up.
I mean, did they have little horns sticking out of them?
They were it was very horny packaging, yes.
What the fuck is wrong?
I give this a
thumbs down for this, because that was stupid.
That's pretty dumb.
Thumbs up for the campaign, thumbs down for the governor.
Oh, good point. Yeah, thumbs up for the campaign. Thumbs up for the campaign. It was a very horny campaign. Thumbs up for it.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to move on to our Elon Musk pitches for the week.
Yes.
That's all the stories we've got for you tonight. So who's got a pitch they want to throw out today?
I got one.
All right.
I would like Elon Musk to create ice drops in a bottle. So it's like a little eyedropper, and you take some of the liquid out and you drop it, creates an ice cube right there for you. Like, good size ice cube, just a regular old ice cube. And you can create a bunch of them. So it's just ice drops in a jar.
Wait. So it's a dropper of ice?
It's a chemical process that when you drop it out, it hits the table or your glass, preferably, turns into an ice cube.
And it becomes a full-size ice cube?
Yeah.
Not the size of the drop.
Correct. One drop turns into a full-size ice cube.
So liquid dropper that
we need to come up with a catchy name.
Ice on contact.
Elon Musk, if you want to hire me to come up with a name, you may. And I would like 50% of the profit, as is our usual deal. Gold coins.
It could be like, you could use like an I, like EYE, and do ice cubes and say do not apply to eyes.
Elon Musk cubes. Nope.
Ice.
Your idea was better.
Cubes. Got it. Okay. Do not apply directly to forehead. Do not pass go.
Do not touch your skin with this.
Stop touching your face. I like the idea of being able to make ice cubes from something that's really small, so I give this a thumbs up. I like it.
Thank you.
All right. Dave, you want to throw out a Elon Musk pitch for this week?
I'm trying to solve siluses, because you can do like the instant ice stuff where you've got water cold enough that it's cold enough to freeze, but it hasn't frozen yet. And then you can pour water out of a bottle onto the ground and it just forms ice. You guys seen that? It's pretty cool.
I like how Dave is trying to solve the mystery for Elon. He must not be a regular subscriber to the podcast. So wait, you figured it out or you didn't figure it out?
Well, there's a way to basically make what you're asking. Is that you can have liquid water in a bottle, pour it out, and it becomes ice.
Okay.
I'm just trying to figure out how you could package that, because it has to be at a very specific temperature for it to work.
Yeah, that's what Musk can figure out.
Yeah, that's beyond me.
That's easy.
He has all the time in the world to think about stuff like this. Have you seen what he's come out with recently?
Stuff that goes out into space. Who would have thought that would have worked?
All right.
I wasn't aware of the Elon Musk pitch, so I'm sorry I did not come up with something.
Oh, that's okay. Come up with
you
it
have a
right
little bit of
now.
time. Blaine can do it.
Matt, you got anything you want to throw out there?
Nope.
Got it.
I think you already knew the answer to that.
that I did.
I was just interested to see how you're going to say no to the question. Basically,
that's fair. This week. I think that I like. I didn't like having to go through the daylight savings time again, but I do like having my light on, my daylight out at the evenings longer. So I hate it when the sun sets at like 4:30.
Try that sentence again.
Yeah, I know that was pretty good, huh? So
I'll fix that in post.
yeah, we'll definitely fix that in post.
3, 2, 1.
So I would like Elon Musk to come up with a way so that we can have sunlight in the evening all the time, regardless of the time of day. So I don't care if it's like a fake sun or something else, but
It's something he
that's
could
what I'm
attach to his space elevator that he's working on.
thinking. There you go. He can just like haul it up into space and bring it down in the middle of the night or something. So bring light to evenings so they last longer. Maybe a fake sun.
Fake sun. I like it. Yeah, thumbs up for a fake sun.
Would it produce the heat? Like, do you just want the light, or do you want the heat?
Yeah, we'll throw the heat in there too. Has to heat as well.
I don't know if we should. Global warming. 2 suns is going to double that problem.
I'm not sure that's how global warming works.
Fair.
I mean,
There's
they
probably
keep
no
telling, they keep
correlation.
saying that it's global warming's a human problem, not a sun problem.
That's true. And if humans created a second sun,
It's still a human problem.
it's natural, so it's not our problem.
Okay, has to also produce a little bit of heat. How about
Just
that?
a little bit, not too much. Yeah, still thumbs up for this idea. Why not?
All right, Dave, did you come up with something?
No.
All right, great topics for tonight. Mr. Musk, good luck. We wish you Godspeed. Bring all of our dreams true. I think with that, I'm going to call this council meeting adjourned. We want to thank everybody for watching live who decided to tune in and listen. We do record this live Tuesday nights if you want to check us out and join all the rest of our followers. But if you want to check out all of our past episodes, you can go to CouncilCast.org or download the audio files on iTunes or your favorite podcatcher. And if you have a decision that you'd like the council to weigh in on, you can email us at councilcast@gmail.com.
Please do.
Or connect with us on Twitter at RealCouncilCast.
Tweet.
Thanks for listening, and goodbye.
Goodbye.